So, 2 videos ago I discussed recent figure news and completely forgot that San Diego ComicCon was literally like days after this. So a lot of news has just dropped and I just want to cover that real quick because man, did my video about the SH Godzilla Evolve age like Mr. Beast's career? Because my god, I changed my mind, guys. I now think the Hiya one looks a lot better, but we'll get to that in a bit. So first off, why don't we just start off with SH to begin with? They revealed their Suko and Mothra 2-pack, which I was thinking they were going to do this to begin with, because both Suko and Mothra are relatively small figures, so I thought they were just going to combine both. And what do you know, they add a stupid-ass Roaring Kong head that is the same sculpt as the original Roaring head of Kong, but with a metal tooth. That is just lazy. Everything about this new Empire line from Tamashi is lazy, but we'll just continue on with that. So they had their whole display of figures. Again, I do think Shimo looks better, but not better than Hiya, obviously, just better than the promotional pictures. It's still not worth $250. I would probably spend like 80 bucks on this guy. Girl, sorry, you're gonna cancel me now. Honestly, out of all the figures, I feel like the only one I may pick up is Scar King. I may still pick up Godzilla Evolved, because I just like the design, but I want to see in-hand pictures first before I even do that. I may also buy the 2-pack with Suko and Mothra just to complete the set, but then again, Hiya's probably going to release those two, so I might as well just wait for Hiya to do that. But again, Tamashi really just has nothing to offer. I really think the only figure worth getting in this group of monsters is probably Scar King. I think Scar King is the only one that looks the best. It's not like a great figure, but I think it just looks solid, and it's $100. It's still a lot of money, but honestly, it should be like $70. But inflation's great, guys. But everything else just kind of looks mid. Kong is literally just the same sculpt as 2020, which is disappointing because it should be a new sculpt. It doesn't look accurate. Evolved Godzilla originally looked the best, but now we have in-hand pictures of it, and the head looks messed up. So, yeah, Tamashi's really just digging their own grave because, man, Hiya is killing it because they just revealed so much. First off, let me just get the 2 big figures out of the way. GMK and my favorite Godzilla design, aside from Godzilla Evolved, Godzilla 2000. And guess what? It's accurate to the suit. Holy shit. We finally have it. An articulated Godzilla 2000 that doesn't look like Yuji Sakai's sculpt, which is what SH MonsterArts did. Twice, to be exact, because they did a special colored edition with white spikes for some reason. But yeah, this figure, although it doesn't have the articulation added onto it yet, looks so good already. Like, that sculpt is 1-to-1 to the suit. I think it's 1-to-1. There probably is a few inaccuracies, but man, does that face look exactly like the one from the movie. GMK also looks great. I would like to see the paint on it to see how it looks fully. The articulation is added, but there's just no paint, so I don't know. It just looks kind of bland right now, so I don't know how it's really going to look. I don't know why. A part of me thinks the head sculpt looks a bit funky, but that's just me. I do think it does look better than the NECA. I don't know how. I want to see it painted fully to see how it compares to SH, because I do think SH has a good GMK figure. This is probably going to be better than it, though. I'm just going to be honest, because Hiya is just sweeping right now. Other than that, we got 2024 Kong. And this is, get this figure. Don't get the 2024 SH MonsterArts Kong. Get this Kong. If you've got that one, you wasted your money. I wasted my money, ironically. I bought that Kong because I do like the SH's Kong, but Hiya made a Kong that's better, finally. I didn't like their 2020 Kong. 2021 Kong, I thought it was kind of awkward. It didn't have that much articulation, and I thought the sculpt was pretty I thought the just regular face was fine, but then the mount, the roaring head and the gritting head was just, the growling head was just kind of mid, and yeah, the articulation was bad. But this Kong looks so much better than that one. And then we got the Atomic Breath Heisei Godzilla 1991. Heisei Mechagodzilla I don't really care much for because I already got the SH1, and there's so many figures of Heisei Mechagodzilla, which I think is the worst Mechagodzilla design. You can fight me on that. I think a lot of people could agree with me, though, on saying that's the lamest Mechagodzilla. A lot of people probably disagree with me on the 2021 Mechagodzilla being a great design, but I just think the Heisei Mechagodzilla is the worst. So I really don't care for it, but it still looks good. We have this new Godzilla, part of this new line, the Ultimate Godzilla, which is an 8-inch tall 2019 Godzilla. Looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but it looks to have its spines can come out. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. I guess we could rip it out and put, like, I don't know, there's batteries in the back. Maybe we can do something with it. I don't know. It looks cool, but again, we've gotten like so many like 2019 Godzillas from them. Like, how many molds? It's just like, I don't care for this design anymore. We also got a 2014 Godzilla Heat Ray variant, which is cool. I don't know why they didn't have the 2014 Godzilla on display. Maybe we'll see that in the upcoming days, but yeah, that wasn't there. But we do have a Heat Ray variant of that Godzilla. I'm, again, like I said in my other video, not really interested in Heat Ray variants just because I would be looking to get Atomic Breath pieces. I do like those, but it's just getting another figure with them is just kind of annoying. I wish we kind of got, like, SH MonsterArts used to do accessory packs for Godzilla, and I wish we still got those, but they're kind of lame now and don't give a shit about accessories because we have the San Diego ComicCon exclusive 1989 Godzilla. Doesn't even come with a breath effects piece, so really no reason to get it. It's just kind of lazy. But yeah, Hiya is really killing it. I don't think there's really... Oh wait, yeah, forgot to cover the fact that they showed off Shimo and Evolved Godzilla, which totally made me change my mind about the SH MonsterArts Evolved Godzilla and the Hiya one. Hiya's Godzilla looks better. Yep, I was originally glazing the SH MonsterArts one looking a lot better in the promotional material, but man, has that one really fallen from grace, and the Hiya one just kicks its ass immediately. It just looks better. It looks way better. Yeah, they definitely, I do think they probably made improvements on it. Since then, the chest looks a lot better. I don't know, the sculpt just looks better. The head looks better. I definitely think they updated it from the promotional material. And I think they definitely do that because the pre-evolved Godzilla had different paint than the one that got issued out, which I kind of was disappointed about. I did get that Godzilla, and I wish it had the paint that was shown in the promotional material, but oh well. It's still a good figure, but definitely lacking in different paint. They do have their stylistic series. I forgot they had the Evolved Godzilla and a Shimo, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hiya's just killing it. They're just doing a lot better than SH at the moment. So yeah, that's that. And we have also Super7 with their figures. I don't own any currently, although I'm looking to get... I did buy the minus color Godzilla that was limited, like 3,000 products of it were being made. I did get one, so I will be getting that. Their -1 Godzilla looks way better than the SH one, but the teeth look kind of awkward and the eyes, but the paint looks so much better. It does look a lot better than SH MonsterArts, which is saying a lot because Super 7 doesn't make the best articulated Godzillas. They have been getting better. Their Destroya, for example, is really good. I have that on pre-order right now because it's getting reissued, I think, in Big Bad Toy Store. So, yeah. They did have their Mogira and Space Godzilla on display. Don't really care for those figures. They're cool, but probably not gonna get them. And they had their giant-ass Mecha Godzilla. Again, don't really care for it. And then they had like what is the name of it? It's like Burning Godzilla when he's about to blow up.
Fuck on my neck and fuck on my.
But I forgot what they called him. The thermonuclear Godzilla, I think. In the back, it's just orange. I don't know. It looks cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Would have liked to get the Meltdown Godzilla. That was cool. But yeah, Super 7 has those figures. They're cool. Not really gonna get them besides the minus color -1 and the Destroya. But yeah, those are there. And now we have 3-0, which is also making articulated figures of Godzilla now. And they got a 1974 Godzilla, which looks pretty cool. I don't know how much money it's going to be, but I do like that Godzilla design, so, you know, maybe I'll get it, just if it's not, doesn't cost, like, my entire kidney, so, yeah, that looks pretty cool. But we're going to have to wait and see if there's more announcements on that. But, so, yeah, that's what we got. San Diego ComicCon. My god, SH MonsterArts is, like, going downhill. I'm gonna say this right now. The next few figures I'm getting for them is the Showa Gigan, Jet Jaguar, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and then maybe Suko and Mothra and Scar King, maybe Godzilla Evolved, and that might be it. I might be totally done with their line. The problem is, it's getting so expensive, and with how much money it is, you expect them to be the best there is, and they're just not. They're really inconsistent. I would mostly get figures outside of the Godzilla line because they either put their all in on a figure or do not give two shits, and that's definitely what their MonsterVerse line. They really dropped the ball. I think the only decent figures in their MonsterVerse line is the Special Colored King Ghidorah, which still too much money. Don't spend your money on that. I did. It's my money. Do what you want, but I wouldn't spend my money on that. You got Hiya doing the same thing. Get them. And 2019 Godzilla was a hit and miss. I mean, the face was kind of messed up, but yeah. And I do think their 2021 Kong, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, ironically, was probably their best MonsterVerse figure. I do think Mechagodzilla 2021 is underrated. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me on that. Is it worth $120? No. I think I've seen it be a lot cheaper, like $70 in some places, although that's really hard to find. I think it's the most accurate they've ever gotten to a MonsterVerse like character. The paint is lacking, but I still think it's underrated. I know there's a lot of issues with it. But the sculpt alone is so accurate and just like looks like it walked off screen, and the paint doesn't bother me that much. So I do think that figure's underrated, but man, they have really just dropping the ball with releases. Even their Jet Jaguar people, I watch Steven's toy reviews a lot. He was like, from his review, the figure's like made like it would be made back in like 2012. It's just disappointing, and they keep reusing like molds like Space Godzilla, and they just don't change like their figures that much. If they've been reusing the same Mechagodzilla, the same, just the same like the same Godzilla MonsterVerse design for so many years, and people have been complaining about it. They don't do anything. They don't change. And I think it's starting to finally just hit people now. People are getting tired of this. It's just ridiculous. This Zuko and Mothra on display looks like garbage. Why would you display this? Why? Even the Evolved Godzilla has issues. Why would you display these figures? The monochromatic Shin Godzilla reuses the same ugly sculpts that we've already seen. They don't change it. And they have changed the sculpt for their Gamera 1999 release. Their new one, the Kyoto Decisive Battle version. You changed the sculpt of the head, but you can't do it for other releases like Godzilla? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. There are issues with Kong, like his face doesn't look good. Why not change the sculpt? Why, like, at least change the head sculpt, but they don't. And then they put his different head sculpts with Shimo, Scar King, and Zuko and Mothra. Like, why? Godzilla Evolved is $140, but only comes with alternate hands. No breath effects part. No, like cool, they could have made, like, a cool, like, ice cocoon to put him in. Or maybe the Roman Colosseum, like a miniature. But no, no. It's just getting too much. They keep upping the prices of these figures, limiting them behind a web exclusive. People are gonna get tired of it, and they need to stop. But yeah, there's my rant about SH. And I'm tired of people, like, constantly, like, just saying, well, it's okay. If I didn't have the release before, I can get it now. But it's just, you know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be criticizing it, because I'm still gonna probably buy a figure from them here and there, but, like, the only way they're gonna improve is really if we stop buying their products, or just stop, you know, spending so much money on it, because they just keep producing this stuff because people just buy it anyway. It's just how it is. But yeah, there's my rant. Hiya is much worth your money. Please, like, Hiya's just got it.